Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to fix a broken VHS tape. Let me see if I can get it open. Oh my gosh. Alright. So there, as you can see, tape, it's broken off and the tape is not even sticking out of either side. It's just completely down inside there. You can see this is Winnie the Pooh tape. This is just the only tape that I have that is broken, that hasn't been thrown away. You can see the tape is just totally fallen down inside there. You can see there's one of the ends of it. So I'm going to show you how to take this thing apart and how to successfully splice the ends back together and make yourself a fully functional tape again. It may not be fully functional, it may skip a little bit where the break actually was, but it should be mostly fully functional. So the first thing you need to do is you need to take out these 5 screws on the back. It looks like this is a 00 bit. Alright guys, so it turns out actually you only take out the 4 corner screws with the Phillips bit. The middle screw is actually a Y bit. You probably don't have that bit if you are just like a regular person at home. I do have the bit. You might have to buy a screwdriver with that bit. This is a Y 2.5. I think that's what this is. Yes, it is. So that middle screw is actually different. You might just be able to use a Phillips head or something and get that screw out though. Once you have all the screws out, you need to very carefully take off this back. Actually, I think you might take out the front. You need to be careful of the top part, because this is hinge mechanism in here. You got to be careful about that. The hinge of this hinge right here. You can see there, I got it to come off, so should be good now. All right, there we go. So this is the inside of the tape. So it looks like these come out. Very, very careful. So, ooh, that's not good. I don't want to do that. So you want to just pull that through, out up there. And you want to just grab the ends and pull them out and feed them through. The opening it. I can fit. There we go. So now we need to just attach these 2 ends back together. I could close it up right now, but I'm going to go ahead and attach these first before I close it up in case they go back inside or something. Alright, so I have it lined up so to where it's ready to splice. You want to put the splice on the side of the tape that is not read by the heads, and this is the side that is read. So basically the part that you see, like when the VCR tape is fully closed up and normal, when you open the flap, you see the side that is red. So you want to tape on the back side of the tape. You can see here, I have it set up to where you can do that. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you set it up the same way that I set it up, then you should be okay. You're taping the back side of the tape, basically. And to do this, ideally you want like a specific type of tape that is like meant for this, like a VHS patching tape or something. But I don't have that, so I'm just going to use regular tape, and hopefully that works. Also, you probably would want to cut off this part that's broken because it's a little bit wrinkled, but I don't know if that's, I mean, you're going to lose a little bit of the video if you do that, so I'm going to try taping it just like this without cutting anything, and then if it runs through just fine, then you can do this. But if that doesn't work, then you won't be seeing this part of the video, because I'll just record it and say you have to cut it off. But yeah. So I'm going to show you how to tape this, and then I got to go get the tapes. All right, so I got the tape now. I'm just going to put a little piece on here. I think I got that lined up pretty well. It actually doesn't look too good, but anyway, now that it's taped, yeah, it's lined up decently, but it's not very good. You have to cut off the excess tape because otherwise it won't run through the player. So you just want to take scissors and cut off the excess tape on both sides. Specifically, the bottom side is most important because that's the side that tends to catch, from what I know. Once you're done taping, it should line up and kind of roll back into the machine. Or it should line up so that way it's not like wrinkled or anything. I think this is supposed to go through here, actually. Yeah, it's supposed to go through in between these two things right here, and then in between this thing and this plastic on this side. So I'm going to get the scissors and cut that off. Where's that go? Alright guys, so I did knock this spring off a little bit, but I was able to get it back on with some tweezers pretty easily. Also, this just came out of here. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna assume that somebody just dropped that inside there. And it's not actually supposed to be in there because I have no idea where that would be supposed to be at. If it was supposed to be in here. I don't see anywhere that would go. So this is fully assembled now. You need to make sure that the tape is running in between this white little wheel here and this metal piece on this side, and you need to make sure it's running in between this metal piece and this plastic in order to line it up properly. Oh wait, actually, I don't think this is not how this runs. Hold up, I'm stupid. This is supposed to be going like this on top of this metal piece. It's supposed to be going on top of that metal piece like that. Yeah. Yeah, there you can see it's supposed to be going on top of the metal piece. I don't know what I was on about there. It was going underneath it. That was totally wrong. Anyway, now this is in here properly. I am going to just go ahead and rewind it a bit farther this way, so that way it will be ready to play through the part that we fix. Alright, now it's good. Looks pretty good. I think that everything is together. I hope it doesn't catch on that spot. I'm going to put this back together now. Okay, the way it closes up is, yeah, you put this metal spring in this groove here, and then you just set it on top like that, It should line up. Then you have to set this underneath there. This has to go up underneath this. Actually, I'm going to put it together like this. So this will go through that hole there. And this will go up here. There we go. And then we can slide the lid back on. Okay, there we can see we have our tape all back together. It looks pretty good. It looks like this one does actually have a tiny bit of damage to the bottom of the tape, so this must have been a little bit probably that happened probably the same time that it got eaten, it got broken. So I'm gonna go test this. So the way I'm gonna be testing this is by using this VHS player that has the back off. That way I can observe what it's doing and make sure that it's not catching up on anything. As you can see, now the tape does work. And so it's working without glitching. But see there, it's glitching a little bit. You can see this is the part that we fixed. So as you can see, that was the part that we fixed right there. It doesn't really look very good, but it does still play through it just fine. And most of it is still watchable. You know, that's the entire part that's messed up. So it's actually not bad at all. Alright, so I'm going to say this is fixed. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next video.